Cassandra! I knew you'd change your mind after turning me down.
Oh, it's this guy. Great.
Love must wait a little longer.
What
No.
did you say?
I hate to cut our conversation short, Socrates, but I believe you've talked enough for the both of us. We must find another use for that mouth of yours.
Speak to him, Lord.
Alrighty then.
Hint of knowledge veiled deep behind his enthusiastic advances.
A compliment and an insult in the same sentence. He truly is gifted. You've arrived at the perfect time. I have a friend named Sophanes who wants to become an Athenian citizen, but he needs a bit of help. Your help.
Exactly why does he need my help?
Can't wait to hear why it's my help he needs.
Any Mystios would do, really, but you're my favorite. All you
Oh, why,
do is
thank you.
sign my friend's name on a little list.
There has to be a reason Sophanes can't sign the list himself.
Well, he would, but he isn't nearly as able as you are.
Meaning?
Meaning, you have skills he doesn't possess. He'd fail if he tried on his own.
Meaning we have to sneak past somebody.
Why Athens? Surely he's a citizen somewhere else already.
Everyone wants to be an Athenian citizen, even if they don't say so. Sophanes has a mind for politics, but can only participate as a citizen.
I didn't realize you had a list of mercenaries you favor. And I'm at the top?
Of course you are. Although, if you ask nicely, I would happily let you be on the bottom.
Okay then.
This sounds simple. Now tell me why it isn't.
There's this small matter that you'll have to enter the Metroon, where you're not allowed. And
Called it.
forge his name well enough, of course.
So he's trying to become a citizen illegally. You should have led with that.
I'll try to remember that the next time. The building you're looking for is near the Agora. Be safe. And another. Ooh, and another.
Alright, kitty, you gotta get off my desk. And let go of my TV. God, he's like a tick whenever he gets up here. He just latches onto things. How's it going, everybody? My name's AJ Gels. This is the Alpha Gaming Channel. We are back with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We are going to be doing some side quests in this video. I'm trying to complete them. I had to look this up because I could not figure out how to get a lead on this cultist. This is the last one in the Eyes of Cosmos chain that we don't know about. So I have to help people in Attica. Apparently there's a side quest that will eventually pop up. It said, you have to go all the way through the Athens storyline and then just keep completing side quests that'll pop up. So I'm going to basically try and have that pop up in this video. And yeah, we'll just be doing side missions and chatting. And we'll get into back into the story in the next video. I believe we need to go to Corinth. Want to see that shield that I hit the guy with and just chucked away? Quit running away. I swear I already completed this location. Burn. Alright, let's have... Alright, looks like it's just a couple soldiers. Nothing too bad.
There. His name's been signed. Time to get back to Alcibiades.
Just trying to do that without killing somebody, but oh well. There we go. That was pretty easy. I don't know. I was expecting a harder, like, infiltration, not just a simple get in, get out sort of thing. God, I swear, I've completed this location like 2 or 3 times. What, I have a bounty? Do I? Because it's not showing up. Ah, okay. I'm starting to get a bounty. Again, just to keep the mercenaries off me, just because they're a bit of a pain.
My favorite Mystios returns.
Sophanis' name is on the list, but it came at a price.
I see. Sometimes blood must be shed. You were the right Mystios for the job.
Really? That was it? Oh, okay. We have another quest already open with this guy. All right.
Now that you forged my friend's name on the citizens list, there's one more thing that needs to be done.
Next time you want me to do 2 things, tell me both at the same time.
The second is dependent on the first. I needed to know it was complete. I didn't expect you to get so upset about it.
Just tell me what you need.
Unfortunately, getting Sophanis' name on the list doesn't make him a citizen. He also needs a witness who can validate his citizenship.
So you want me to be the witness?
If only it were that easy. No, there's someone I have in mind. An extremely handsome man by the name of Peros.
Okay. Why do you...
I'll find your...
Is he going to be a willing participant here?
Perfect. I knew you'd be willing to help.
There must be a good reason we can't be witnesses.
Of course. The witness must be an Athenian citizen, but it can't be a friend. Be careful with Peros, though. It's easy to lose oneself in his gaze.
If there's more after this, I want to know now.
Of course, this should be the last thing.
Should.
But it never is.
Time to find Peros.
He's often around the Justice Building on the east side of the Agora.
And I just ask him to help?
Peros needs to say that the parents of Sophanis were both Athenian. How you get him to do it is up to you.
Threaten him. Got it.
The witness. There you are.
See, when I found out that, he wanted this guy, I'm sitting here thinking, we're going to have to knock him unconscious in the middle of a bunch of guards and then somehow stealth our way out of there. I just had a really strong feeling that's what we'd be doing here. But I have a very strong feeling that the go-to option here is going to be, let's just threaten him. Or pay him, I suppose. We could do that too.
Giving him anymore. If he wants to talk to me, he can come himself.
I'm not here about debts.
Well, what do you want then?
There's something I need your help with. Well, you'd actually be helping someone else.
That someone sent you tells me it's something I'd be better off avoiding.
You just need to validate a man's citizenship. Alcibiades said it's an easy role for you to play.
Ah, Alcibiades. He is persistent. And who is this man I meant to help?
His name is Sophanis.
Sophanis. I know that name well. I want help though, not for him.
You're not getting out of this.
I don't know him. Why don't you want to help?
True Mystios never get all the information up front. Sophanis betrayed his men for Drachmi. He deserves death, not citizenship. Ah, look, it isn't your fault. You didn't know, but now you do.
Do it or I'll make you. Pay to do it.
Sounds like Vion may be sending someone to collect from you. Wouldn't it be nice to have the drachmi you need?
Fine. I'll do what you want.
There we go. I thought paying him was better than threatening him. Always ends up being the better decision. And now that guy's not going to get his kneecaps busted. I don't know what debt collectors in ancient Greece did, but it's I don't know. I don't know why I was about to say it's all Italy. It's the mob, and then then for some reason a synapse in my brain just connected Greece and Italy like they're the same place. I'm just like, no, they're not. Jesus. Alright, what next? Because I got a feeling there's more.
You've returned.
Socrates too, it seems.
Much like you, he just can't seem to stay away. I hope there were no issues.
Yes, he just needed a little push.
Ah, I was worried about that. Well, you did the right thing.
You kept information from me. Information that would have been nice to know.
I believe people like Sophanis deserve second chances. I didn't think what he did mattered to you.
Next time, let me decide what matters to me.
Understood. I should give Sophanis the news.
Do not bad citizens do harm to their neighbors and good citizens good? Is it possible to tell if someone will be good or bad without first giving them a chance?
People can change. I'll be hopeful.
Someone bad can become good.
But is the inverse not also true? Someone considered good can then become bad? How can we predict someone's actions now, let alone in the future?
Yeah, you really can't predict anything.
Can't.
You can only guess.
Is people are unpredictable. It's what makes my job so hard sometimes.
If what you say is true, we can either hope we are right and that people will be good, or limit risk by not giving people like Sophanis a chance. I wonder then if bad actions can reverse good or good actions can reverse bad. Perhaps we can speak on that another time.
See, now he's actually speaking in a way that I can actually follow him. I was actually able to understand what the hell Socrates was saying there. Alright, let's first go into the inventory. Probably got a bunch of crap that we aren't going to use. Like that, not going to use it. Better, but I like what the Amazon Tacits gives us, especially that 5% damage converts to health. We'll dump those. Abilities, I think we have 2 points. Oh, no, we have 3. Oh, wow. Taking great care of your gear, increases armor by 30%. I'll take that. That seems useful. Vanish. Stealth Master. You can literally turn yourself invisible. Okay. Yeah, let's drop the noise that we make in assassinating. Okay. Equip a second weapon. Okay, we can't do that because we need to progress further in the story. Need more viewpoints. Requires level 30. What else do I want? Ooh, we can tame wild animals. Be a master of paralyzing arrows, knock out targets instead of killing them. That's an interesting skill, I suppose. I don't know why I went into this menu. I can understand the spread shot, but I'm not a fan of it. Oh, that's right. I can now jump and pause time. You know what? I think I'll take this devastating shot. Yeah, I think that actually could end up being pretty useful. So we can upgrade anything on the ship. Actually, we can. What could we use? Yeah, let's boost our stamina. Yeah, we got plenty of iron and hides. Yeah, let's boost shields. I don't have the wood. Alright, looks like that's about all we can do right now. I find wood the hardest thing to find. Hardest resource. Mostly, or not necessarily hard to find. You just don't pick it up very fast. Just because you have to find it in, what's the word? You have to, you can only collect it in small amounts. That's the problem.
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
A good citizen. Yeah.
Socrates the horse thief.
I'm not gonna play into his philosophizing.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the story should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
Oh, this is the,
What's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Okay, this is the whole Jean Valjean thing from Les Mis. It's the idea that is it moral to steal bread to feed your starving family? Is it, with whatever he needs this horse for? Is it moral to steal the horse if it'll save XYZ? At least I think that's what he's going for right now. Me personally, I say it's an understandable crime, but it still is not. It needs to be punished, but at the same time, I believe it's understandable why it happened, because I'm one of those people that look, you serve the sentence for the crime you do, but at the same time, I think why is a very important factor as well. I know I'm getting into my belief in my views of the world.
That's the thief. You won't escape.
Just talking to him in the middle of all these guards. Yeah, that's what I say. I say don't break the law. Yeah. Obviously, I'm very much a Law and Order sort of dude.
Stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
Boom, called it. That's exactly the situation that we're in.
Think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Whoa! Oh, I'm gonna return to Socrates and give him my decision. See, that's an interesting philosophical question, though, because it's it's easy to pass judgment on to others when you yourself aren't going through the situation. So, I mean, honestly, I can't say, yeah, I can't answer that question yes or no. I can't say, no, I would follow the, to the letter of the law, but I've never been in the situation in which I'd have to do something like that, So, I'm going to be honest, I can't answer that question. It all kind of comes down to what happens in the moment, but, I'd like to think that I wouldn't, but, pushed to certain extents, I think people, change, they maybe aren't what they want to think of themselves, I'm trying to think how to express this. Given an extreme situation, maybe people would do something that they wouldn't do otherwise. Maybe it would, but then the question is, did it just expose something that you really are, and take away a disguise sort of thing, or is it or has the situation almost pretty much just mutated your own personality? I don't know. I find this line of thought interesting. If anybody was able to follow what the hell I just said,
Have you decided what
I find this crap incredibly interesting. Give back the horse.
Why he stole the horse? It belongs to someone else.
You surprise me yet again. I truly believed you would choose the other side.
Because I am a Mistios?
Of course. Yet, when it comes to someone else, you decide a crime deserves a consequence no matter the reason. A safe choice, although I can think of times when it may not be right.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense.
Can we just hit him?
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
See, again, another really interesting one. I am of the opinion, no. I don't agree with the save one, kill one, save 1,000 mentality. Just purely because, with my luck, I'd end up being the one killed. I don't know what it is that I would do that would cause the death of thousands, but yeah, I feel like I'm always the one getting screwed over in situations, so it's one of those I'm like, no, punished.
The outcome may be better, but he should still be punished for his crime.
That is true, yet if his peers were to decide, especially those he saved, they may argue that though the action was wrong, it was necessary and just.
I'm not sure the law cares about the reasons.
But if we are to decide whether the law should act on a man, or if his crime should be pardoned, the worthiness of the action should be taken into account, should it not?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
Oh, how she just ends that. Well, see, but what he was getting into there at the end is kind of like what sentencing is. You have the guilty or not guilty, for the most part, doesn't really matter on why something happened. I mean, there's a difference between, something. There's a difference between murder and something called justifiable homicide. And again, this is me speaking as far as I understand the law, which is basically self-defense. And also, I'm speaking from an American standpoint here. So, there were certain situations that the reason and the motivation behind the event determines whether or not, determines guilt. But for the most part, as far as I understand it, for the most part, reasons and all this stuff doesn't really matter when it comes down to whether or not you committed a crime. It's whether or not you committed the crime. Again, I'm getting into some weird weird legal stuff, which I am in no way a scholar of law. So if I'm misunderstanding something, please feel free to tell me. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of how I see it. Again, I'm very much, like I said, like a Law and Order sort of person, where I kind of see it as, you broke, like I said, reasoning and motivation and everything like that comes into the sentencing process, not the whether or not you did it process. And then you have the idea of, if you ask the people that the person saved whether or not the person should be charged with the crime, that's an issue where they can't be objective. A lot of interesting bases of modern law in what he's talking about right there. Oh, that's impolite.
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom. But
Actually, I just followed the exclamation point. The exclamation mark. There we go.
and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
If you're waiting on help from the gods, I can leave.
No, please don't. Someone or something brought you here to me.
Yes, my legs did.
Yeah, my want to kill a cultist.
Grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
Alright. Let's find this dude. Sorry about all my crappy philosophizing, and if you could even call it that. I mean, I like listening to people talk about philosophy and all that. It's I don't know, an interesting subject to me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
I shouldn't even need to be here. You're the one wasting my time.
Nobody has spoken to me like that in quite a while. Spit it out while you're still entertaining.
Phaedon paid you for his freedom. Give it to him.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
Phaedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, it adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
Yeah, he makes a point.
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
There were those among us who had no sense of what was right or good. Take the man known only as the Master. A horrifying abomination in the shape of a man, he did not oversee his quarry or slave trade for financial wealth, but for the wealth of information that could be used by the cult. Every merchant who traveled to him brought truth he could use and left with the lies he chose for them to believe. We get Viper's Hood. Cool. Oh, and we'll take him out.
Cassandra! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate.
Fantastic.
Not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Do I have to leave Attica to be rid of you? It feels like you're everywhere I go.
It is very strange, but to answer your question, yes, leaving Attica would help.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
There's no difference between one person and another. We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
It doesn't matter which two people you compare. The answer is the same.
So, a thief is equal to a priest, a politician to a child? An interesting view.
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
You see, I don't like these things being thrown about in a... Did I already kill the person? You see, I don't like this being thrown about as a simple binary choice. I mean, what Socrates is talking about, I understand the concept. You know, it's the idea of, you know, given the person's position, you know, are they... There's a difference between talking about what people are equal in, like, all people are equal, like, we all have the same rights, you know, we all have human rights, we all have this. I agree with that. But then when you talk about your status in society, well, then we aren't equal because human beings have there has to be some sort of hierarchy to have a functioning society. You know, somebody has to lead. So obviously then they're more important through the status, but as far as being, you know, person to person, no, they aren't more important. It's a, like I said, it's a lot more of a complex topic than they're letting it be here. There's multiple factors to take into consideration.
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Fedon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Fedon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
Socrates is just gonna talk to him. That was easy. Yeah, he's dead.
Deserved worse.
So that's that quest completed. The sage is in Attica. The sage is named Nyx. The sage is named the Shadow. The sage is a spy. But we still need to take out the last member in this area, which would require us to sail to Argos. How far away is that? What kind of... Andros, Skiros, Lemnos, Thaisos... Oh, come on. Trying to figure out where the flip this is. Wait. You mean lion? So the city of Argo. Actually, it wouldn't be that far away from us. Plus, we could head into Do No Harm and meet that guy in the next video. Yeah, let's hunt down this cultist. Why not?
Who needs democracy when Thrakmi rules the world?
Midas, the Eyes of Cosmos. The cult sought out what was old, looting tombs and ruins like petty grave robbers. Few knew what they were looking for. With the looting done, they tasked Midas of Argos with destroying all traces of these ancient sites from history. By day, he was known simply as a wealthy, if ruthless banker. By night, everything Midas touched turned to fire. I thought Midas touched in things and they turned into gold, but whatever. Forgot to mark him as the active objective. And let's see. Okay, yeah, it's not that bad of a trek. We gotta head to the boat though, so I'll make a cut here and we'll go find this guy. We found this bastard. I think that that golden arrow, I think that's trying to take us to the main story. But right now, I'm just after the main guy. Not the main guy, you know, the cultist. Okay, is there a way?
You'd better stop.
Come on, confirm the kill.
I've spotted you!
And we away! If I wouldn't have dropped down on top of that guy, I think that would have been a lot... I think that we could have done that a lot smoother, but it worked.
Nothing gets past the eyes of Cosmos.
The eyes saw all, but were led by a woman few had ever seen. As one would expect, Nyx was only one of countless names worn by the Shadow. With these came entire personalities, lives, and histories. The cult needed a nobody, a faceless agent who could be anywhere, and the Shadow was that agent. Alright, well, we now have Nyx, the Shadow of the Cult of Cosmos. Let's, I believe she's back in Athens, so this is fun. We get to, you know, I traveled all the way here, now we get to travel all the way back, and then we get to travel all the way here again for main story stuff. Fan-flippin-tastic. Alright, well, this large back and forth has been a massive pain in the ass, but we're back in Athens. You know, now that I think about it, I could have just fast traveled from I could have just fast traveled on sync points, or the high points, and I didn't do that. I fast traveled back to the ship and sailed over here and just ran. Oh my god, I'm a moron. Although, what else is new? Alright. That's half her health. Oh god. Oh, that's a sweet move. All right, I'm going with my. Go with my daggers. All right, great. Not only do I have to deal with the enemy, I got to deal with you bastards. Let the poison kill you. God damn, now the dog's in on this? The fuck? Oh my god, that was bullshit. I go in to fight her, and then I'm just having all these guys just civilians barge in on it. God damn. I'll say there's one good thing about all this like respawning and shit. I'm sitting here, you know, usually when I turn my mic off and, you know, I'm gonna cut something out, you know, I'm doing travel time. I'll play something in the background, you know, just so I'm not sitting here in silence. But I'm sitting here, so I'm sitting here listening to, you know, the Joe Rogan podcast, listening to him interview Jake the Snake Roberts. Jesus Christ, that dude was nuts. What? How come I did that much damage this time? Did she, like, retain the damage? Like, we did the first time I hit her with, like, a critical. Did it not take? Bam. Well, either way, we won. I guess she kind of shakes her shoes like, I got blood on them.
All of you out.
Nyx the Shadow is dead. Let's see here. The ghost controls Athenian politics. Yeah, no shit. One head down. As that's the end of the Eyes of Cosmos. And alright guys, well, I'll pick up in the next one. Like I said, we're going to be doing main story stuff, so if you haven't, you know, if you're excited to get back into it, that's what we're going to be doing. Thanks so much for watching. As always, Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff can be found down in the description below. I'm going to check my inventory real quick. Should have picked up a new weapon. Yeah, new blades. Awesome. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, that thing looks sweet. What was I saying? Right, Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the That Game channel. I'm out.